If you are tired of creating content on YouTube here, this message is for you. Have you ever spent hours creating a video? You record it, you edit it, you add music, you create the thumbnail, and finally upload. Then you wait. You check your YouTube studio. Nothing. You check again. Still nothing. And then a little thing comes into your mind. Maybe I should just stop. If you have ever felt like that, don't leave this video yet. Because there is something about being a small creator that many people don't talk about. And I know this because I am also a small creator. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and the first thing I want to do is to check YouTube Studio with the mind that maybe something has changed today. Maybe the views have increased. Maybe the video I worked so hard on has finally started moving. And then nothing much has changed. And honestly, that can hurt. You start asking yourself, why am I putting in all this effort? You recorded, you edited, you researched, you uploaded, but the numbers don't seem to respect the effort you put in. And this is where many creators slowly disappear. Not because they don't have ideas, not because they don't have talent, but because they become tired of waiting. Think about it. The creator's daily life. You have a normal life like any other person. You have family responsibilities. You have problems to solve. And somewhere in between all that, you are trying to build a YouTube channel. Sometimes you might record your video late in the evening. Maybe when you are even tired, you make a thumbnail, you write a title, you upload. Then you go to sleep thinking, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow comes. You check, still slow. And after repeating this for weeks or months, something starts changing in your mind. You don't just become tired of YouTube. You become tired of expecting something to happen. And that is a very difficult kind of tiredness. You open YouTube, you find another creator uploads a video and receives thousands of views. Then another one, tens of thousands. You look at your own channel and suddenly you start comparing. What am I doing wrong? But here is the trap. You are comparing your channel with the wrong channel. You are simply seeing their results. You are not seeing all the videos that failed before they got there. You don't see the nights they questioned themselves. You only see the part of the journey that became visible. So, let me tell you something. Low views can discourage you, but don't allow them to define you. A low view video can still teach you something. Maybe the title didn't create enough curiosity. Maybe people clicked but left early. Maybe the topic was not clear. Maybe the thumbnail didn't communicate the value. That is not necessarily a failure. That is information. And information can make your next video better. So, for me, one thing that keeps me going as a small YouTuber is simple. I love learning. I love teaching. I love reading. I love researching something, understanding it, and then find a way to explain it to another person. So, when the views are low, I remind myself the numbers are not the only reason I started. Maybe the video didn't reach thousands of people, but I learned something while making it. Maybe I discovered a better way to edit. Maybe I learned something about my audience. Maybe the next video will be better because of what this video has taught me. And sometimes that is progress too. The important question is, I am not telling you to keep creating until you completely burn yourself out. No. Sometimes you need to rest. Put the phone down. Stop checking YouTube Studio every few minutes. Go outside. Spend time with the people. Think, research, come back with fresh energy. Because resting is not quitting. There is a difference between saying, I need to rest, and saying, I will never try again. Don't confuse the two. And maybe you are watching this right now with a smaller number of subscribers. Maybe your latest video has fewer views than you expected. Maybe you have been uploading consistently and you are wondering when something will finally change. I want you to remember this. Every big channel was once small. Every experienced creator once had a video that nobody watched. Every experienced speaker once had to learn to speak to a certain camera. Every good editor once had to learn the basics. You are not behind because you are still learning. You are building. So don't wake up tomorrow thinking, I need to go viral. Wake up thinking, how can I make my next video better than my last one? Make the hook stronger. Tell a better story. Improve the thumbnail. Make the title clearer. Understand your audience. Study your analytics. Then create again and again and again. Not because every video will go viral, but because every video gives you another opportunity to improve. If you are tired of creating content, I want you to hear this from another creator who is also on the journey. You are allowed to be tired. You are allowed to feel disappointed. You are allowed to take a break. But don't let one difficult season to convince you that you have no future. Maybe your channel is growing slowly. Maybe your audience is still finding you. Maybe you are still discovering your voice. That is okay. Keep learning, keep improving, keep creating when you are ready. Remember why you started that channel. Because sometimes the creator who finally succeeds is not the person who never got tired. It is the person who got tired and decided to try again. So if this message found you at a difficult moment, consider to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.